So today is the day two of understanding the Islam and politics in the Europe. We look back in 1989 and we see the fall of the Berlin Wall. Now, the fall of the Berlin Wall that has a historical context to it. It made it possible for the Eastern European countries to join the European Union. And some of them, like Yugoslavia and Albania, they posed a challenge to the stability of Europe. For example, Yugoslavia faced ethnic disintegration, which was centered on the Muslim population, and with the absence of unified European defense to settle the conflict in the neighboring countries, it led the foreign agencies like NATO, they were called upon to stop the ethnic cleansing in the Balkans, and which eventually led to airstrikes in the Kosovo and Serbia, and that resulted in the fleeing of Muslim population to the neighboring countries in the European Union. One of the incidents that is extremely horrifying and that is noted in the history, that is one of the incidents which happened in Srebrenica in 1995. And during that time, it is reported, some report 6,000, some report more than that, men and boys, they were massacred, they were slaughtered during a Muslim enclave in Srebrenica in July 1995. So that is one of the conscience crippling experiences. And afterwards, the Dutch government, they took complete charge of the incident that it has happened, and they resigned from the cabinet. But from this historical perspective, the silence and the selective outrage which surrounded the genocide, the Srebrenica genocide in 1995, it serves as a reminder that those in possession or power and influence, they have not always stood on the right side of history. If the world could fail so profoundly, then we should not assume that today's political leaders or institutions, they would do the same. They wouldn't do the same biases. So it if we look back during the massacre, during the genocide that happened in 1995, and in 1993 the United Nations Security Council declared these regions and other Muslim enclaves, they were supposed to be the safe areas which were protected by the contingent of the UN peacekeepers, and even then couldn't safeguard it.